Nisha Mathur and welcome to Keys to Kismat. When Sparsh Shah was born, he had the same twinkle in his eyes and precious cry as all newborns. Doctors performed routine tests by tugging at his arms and legs and checking all his vitals. Yet soon after his birth, doctors discovered that Sparsh was born with osteogenesis imperfecta, a genetic disorder that causes a person's bones to break easily. OI is also known as brittle bone disease. During the birthing process, Sparsh had broken 35 bones, and the post-birth testing caused even more damage. To date, Sparsh has suffered over 125 fractures. Doctors presented a bleak prognosis to his incurable disease, and there was little hope that Sparsh would make it past his first year of life. Well, 13 years later, he's proved them wrong. Meet this young, optimistic, and vibrant role model who embraces life with passion and positivity. Sparsh Shah.
Hiren, Jigisha, and Sparsh, we are so excited to have you on our show today and feature and spotlight the life of an amazing, amazing kid, Sparsh Shah.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
So what happened after Sparsh was born?
So when he was born, the doctors saw that he was not moving his arms and legs, and probably because of the fractures. So they did the regular schedule of moving his arms, legs, pulling them up and down, and that broke more bones. So he already had 35 fractures, and then by doing that exercise, which is a routine, for doctors to do, he started breaking more and more bones, and that's what happened. So ultimately, I think, at one point, he just screamed and screamed and screamed, and again, that's also a normal sign, right?
That's right.
Because babies scream when they're born. So that's what happened, when he was born. And then immediately they realized that, he was not breathing well because he also broke his ribs. He had very short breath, and he had to be moved to another hospital right away. And then, after about a few hours, the doctors came to us, and they said that we had a similar case about 20 years ago in the hospital. And we think that, because of all these multiple fractures that he has, everything is broken, his arms, his legs, his ribs, he can't even move. And we think that it's called osteogenesis imperfecta, which is brittle bones, and because of which, his bones are so brittle and so soft that even a shake of a hand can break his bones.
So the doctor comes out and tells you this news. What are you thinking at this point? How did you take this news?
I had no words. Tears just rolled down my cheeks, and I was just wondering what just happened. And it took us quite a bit, to come back and digest the fact that, whatever had happened with him.
Osteogenesis imperfecta is a genetic disorder of bone that makes the bone softer and more prone to fracture. It's caused by a defect in the protein, the soft stuff in your bone called collagen. And collagen doesn't receive minerals as well while the bones are forming, and it can impact growth and the strength of the bone over a person's lifetime.
Sparsh has not let OI bring him down. He's just started his teen years, but has accomplished so much.
Sparsh, you have not let osteogenesis imperfecta bring you down. You are a star in so many ways, and I'd like to start off with you being a star student. Tell us about the robotics championships.
So robotics was a thing that I took up about a year ago, and in fact, I was able to be there at the state championships, the regional championships, which we both won. And we finally actually got to the World Championships in St. Louis, Missouri. We didn't win any award, but we got nominated for some awards. So that was a big thing anyway, and we had a lot of fun along the way.
And making it to the World Championship, you've also memorized 250 numbers of pi. Mm-hmm. Can you rattle off some of them?
Okay.
3.14153926533842793328841971693937500583099459. Wow. And you know 250 of these numbers?
Yeah.
You've also memorized 12 of the longest words in the dictionary. Can you tell us some of them?
Okay. Pneumologicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis supercalifragilisticexpialidocious hippopotamonstrosesquippedaliophobia pseudopseudohyperparathyroidism floxnosnolification antithesis-establishmentarianism monoinfrequently habitibus electrons epilographically anti-transubstantiation laws disproportionate emotions and comprehensibilities.
Do you know what some of those words mean?
Well, the longest word in the dictionary, and no, it's not supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but pneumologicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, which is a 45-letter word. It's similar to the black lung disease, and you get it by breathing in silico-volcanic dust. So it causes damage to your lungs, and so it's in short known as pneumonoconiosis.
Life with OI is uncertain. When the next fracture might occur, which medical treatment option is the best, what effects of treatment might be, or how life will be interrupted by an injury.
Now with this condition, Sparsh, you face, I know, a lot of challenges, which you don't let bring you down. But tell us, how many bones have you broken till date?
And this is not an exaggeration, at least 125 fractures. Because after those 35, 40 fractures that Mom and Dad mentioned that I had during contractions and during the checkups and everything, I used to break bones almost like, I don't know, once a month, like twice or thrice a year, and it just kept on going on. But luckily we had a rod surgery, so I have rods on this leg, like this part of my leg, that part of my leg, this part of my leg, that part of my leg, and this part of my arm, my left femurs. But that's why this arm actually has been breaking a lot. It's broken like 5 times in the last year or two.
We're concerned about fractures occurring throughout his life, and he's undergone treatments where metal rods have been inserted into many of the bones in his body to help prevent fractures. In a lot of instances, those have worked. He's also had medical therapy to help strengthen the bones with some of the same medications that are used for people who are older who have osteoporosis. He'll probably need treatment like that throughout his life.
How do you know when you break a bone? Is it just really painful and you know right away that you've broken a bone?
Yeah, all right. That's a great question. A recent example, my most recent fracture, what happened was my brother and I were sort of like playing Wii, and we just got into a little brotherly fight. My little brother Anuj and I, he's like 5. And I got really mad. I just came from school. I tried to throw my jacket at him. As soon as I threw it, it snapped. And it was a complete fracture. And I felt it because unlike other fractures, which I can sometimes bear, this one it felt like literal fire was burning right at the spot where it broke.
Sparsh is thankful for the equality and opportunities that are provided to those who face disabilities.
There have been a lot of developments over the years that it's really been thankful for not just me, a lot of people with disabilities all over the world. Because, I mean, like more than almost 250 years ago, Thomas Jefferson made that statement so true that we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, and by men, mankind, and that we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, which among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I've been able to experience all three because of the ideals that Thomas Jefferson and the Founding Fathers set here almost 250 years ago, and I'm so grateful for this country.
When we return, find out more about Sparsh's passion for music. Sparsh has brittle bone disease. His bones break easily, often from little or no apparent trauma. The little tasks we take for granted are big challenges for Sparsh, but he radiates with a positive approach to life.
Sparsh, tell us about school. Do you experience any teasing or people who are not encouraging in school?
No, not really. I'm just a regular student doing my own thing. I mean, I have been a little joked on before, but those days are over with. Right now, I mean, I'm just living a regular student life, and it's a lot of people tend to think that when you're disabled, or have a disability, you always are faced with that burden, and you think to yourself every minute of every day, I'm disabled, what am I gonna do now? But that's not really the case. When you're when you accept the fact that you actually have a disability, and even I've come to accept it, especially also because I was born with it, you forget about it. You completely forget about it, unless, let's say, someone asked you something. And that I have, it's like one of my catchphrases. It's how I roll. Because they say if you can talk the talk, you can walk the walk. So if you can talk the talk, you can stroll the stroll. So that's how I stroll around.
You stroll amazingly,
I stroll around
Sparsh. I love that confidence, and I love that sense of humor.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of a comedian in you too, huh?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a sit-down comedian instead of a stand-up.
Sparsh is truly gifted. He loves music and pursues it with a passion.
So since 2009, he's been learning Indian classical music, and about last couple of years he's been learning American vocal music as well.
Sparsh, tell us about the music videos that you made.
Yeah, I've actually released 2 music videos recently, which are sort of my first music videos, like professionally made. The first one's an original duet. So I made this song with my best musical buddy, Neil. And we wrote this song together recently called Count on Me, and it's about the unbreakable bond of friendship. Even though you may lose hope, there's always a ray of sunshine. Just be strong, drive life's road. No one can push you out of line. 'Cause in times like these, all you gotta do is believe. Don't give up, it's the power of us. I'll hold your hand if you need. I'll always be there, 'cause you're everywhere. You can always count on me.
Whenever you need a friend, hold on and don't worry, I'll be there with you till the end.
I think you can really count on your parents. You have some incredible parents. Tell us about your relationship with your parents and what you would like them to know.
Well, I mean, my parents, they've always helped me in every aspect of my life. They're my best friends. They're my strongest supporters. And I don't know, I can't imagine what life would be like without them. They are my saviors when I'm sad, and when I'm happy, they're there to be joyful with me. They've always been there no matter what, and I can always count on them.
Oh, it was beautifully put. You also write rap songs, or sing rap songs rather. Tell us about your rap songs, and I know you made a very interesting statement before the interview regarding rap music and how you would like it to be clean.
Yeah. From there on, I started making rhymes, making bars out of my head. I just started going spontaneous almost everywhere I went. I started doing a rap. But I never wanted to listen to rap until recently because, like you'd mentioned, I want rap to be clean. Rap has so many curses. Like every rapper on almost every song it's as if they need to have a curse. And I mean, Eminem's my rap idol. He's my biggest idol. And I feel more of a connection to him than any other role model I've had. He's had such a hard life.
Eminem is Sparsh's idol in the rap genre. And now here's Sparsh's debut clean cover of Eminem's song Not Afraid, with a classical touch. This went viral on social media. In fact, Eminem's label Shady Records and Bollywood superstar Salman Khan couldn't help tweet about it.
Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holler if you feel like you've been down the same road. Yeah, it's been a ride. I guess I had to
place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there. You can try and read my lyrics off of this paper before I ran, but you won't take this thing out these words before saying. Cause ain't no way I'ma let you stop me from causing me. When I say I'ma do something, I do it. I don't give a glance what you think. I'm doing this for me. Forget the world, be the bean. Just gassed up, everything's stopping me. I'ma be what I set out to be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balconies. No, I'm saying the busters are asking why, how can he? From me fit down to the last without stopping me, still fretting.
But now you write your own songs too.
Yeah, I do.
Sparsh.
Yes.
Some of them are love songs, I believe.
Yes, I
Now,
have.
can I ask you what the inspiration behind these love songs are?
Well,
You are a teenager, so I guess we can talk about this.
well, I wrote my first song in 5th grade, and yeah, it was like for like one of my crushes, and it's called "This Love Will Never Fade."
Yes, I'm sure you're charmed by Sparsh's vibrant personality and talent. His charisma is going to charm you even more after the break. Most are amazed by Sparsh's resiliency to brittle bone disease and unmatched positive approach to life.
Sparsh, you're an ambassador for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and you have helped raise money for so many philanthropic missions. Tell us why it's so important to give back.
I feel like it's so important to give back because a lot of people are struggling in life. They have different issues than us, and they need other people. Like that song, "Count on Me," they need people that they can count on. There's this saying after the Paris attacks that happened recently that someone said, it's better to light a candle than to curse the darkness.
By now you know that there's a lot more to Sparsh than meets the eye.
Sparsh, what would you like others to know about you? Who is Sparsh Shah? I mean, I know when somebody meets you, they may look at you and make a physical judgment, but who are you?
Well, I'm here, I'll put it to you in an acrostics poem on my name. S would be spirited, P would be passionate, A would be artistic, A would be, rhythmic, S would be, how do I say it, sentimental. Like, I tend to think very deep. I think very deeply about things. And H would be, I help people. I'm a helper. I like to help the society and everyone on earth.
How do you stay positive, Sparsh, and what is your message for other young adults, kids who may be out there trying to accomplish a dream or wishing to do something but don't have that motivation or that passion or just don't know how to overcome the challenges? What's one message you have for other young adults based on your life experiences?
I'm a huge believer of God's plan, of God's will. If anything happens, like I said, if I'm sad, I try to think immediately of why God would give that feeling to me at that moment. What was the thing he wanted me, what was the thing God wanted me to learn from this situation? And I think about that.
And what's your message for young adults out there?
Don't give up. Ever. Ever. Don't ever give up. If you feel really strongly that you want to do something, just do it. Don't let anything or anyone or any place or any situation stop you from achieving what you want. And my goal in life has always been to leave footprints on the sand so deep and so complete that nothing could erase it, not even the ocean. That's my advice to the youth and everyone around the world.
Sparsh, that was just beautiful. That was amazing. Your footprints are definitely deep, and I know that a lot of people are going to want to follow those footprints because you are going to reach great, great heights in your life, and we are going to follow you. And we would love to give our audiences a recap in some time to all your great successes. Thank you so much.
Sparsh is a wonderful patient and a wonderful human being to be around. He is not stopped by anything.
Sparsh, shall we share a couple of bars of this next song? All right, he told me one of his favorite songs was this one. Let's do it. You start it off and I'll come in later.
You can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. We're the man, we're the man, we're the man. Get the news, everybody.
At birth, doctors predicted he would live for just 24 hours. But today at age 13, Sparsh has defied all odds. His story serves as motivation for those plagued with disabilities, as well as inspiration for anyone considered an underdog. He encourages young people to dream big dreams and let nothing come in your way. I'm Nisha Mathur, who reminds you to grab your keys to Kismat and seize your destiny.